Hey guys, Steph here. I just wanted to talk to you about cities today. It's in my top 10 and I just love it. I can even play it solo, so I will do a full run through with you. Thanks. I'm going to be demoing cities for you. It can be played solo, it can be played multiplayer, as people call it, multiplayer solo game, where there's one piece of information and everybody else has to build off of that. I love these types of games. They're probably one of my favorite types of games. This is my most favorite and is in my top 10 and is one I could play all the time. Now, I love tile laying. This has that. There are 24 tiles in the game, but you'll only be using 16 of them to make a 4x4 grid to make the best possible city you can to draw in all of your tours to get the most points possible. Now, in the game, there are 4 regions. You can have parks, monuments and buildings, plazas, cafes, and water. They all score differently depending on how it's placed and where your tourists are visiting. And you want to do your best possible placement in this game so you can get the most points. So as the tiles are coming out, you'll be placing these visitors on your tiles, on the tile that just came out. And if you want to, you don't have to. If they're already in play, you're able to then move it later to an adjacent square feature. So how do they score? Well, the monuments and buildings like to be adjacent to the cafes and plazas because that's where they draw in the most business. The parks like to be adjacent to water, so when you're at your park, you like to look over the water. It makes sense to me. But if you're at the cafe, you really want to overlook the water in the parks, so you would score a little bit differently. Now, if I had this guy here in a monument area, I would get 1 point for each section of yellow that's in the park. So in this case, I would have 4 points in yellow, but for every orthogonally adjacent red cafe, you also get 1 point as well. So this would actually get me 4 plus 5, which is 9. Now, if I'm at the cafe, I'm immediately blocked by other cafes, so I wouldn't be able to score any points looking out in this direction or that direction, but I do get to look out down here, so it would actually score me 3 points. I don't get points for being in the cafe, but for whatever I view. So if I had something like this, I would get 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And nobody wants to go swimming, so you can't put visitors there. They can't ever move in the water. They just will drown. And we don't want our visitors drowning, right? So, I should say the parks also score the same way as the monuments and buildings do but you're looking for water features. So if I had something like this park, I would get 1 for being on the park and then 1 point for each adjacent blue area. So it'd be 1, 2, 3 points. So that would be a 4-point park. Perhaps not the best park in the world. I'd probably want to do something a little bit different. That's just the general scoring. I'll go over it all at the end of the game. So if you just want to watch how it's played right here, I'm going to do it for you. So the starting player draws 3 tiles, and then everybody gets these 3 tiles, and then they have to place it so that they have to be in corners. They can't be directly adjacent just yet. That will come later. So it has to be something like this. And how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to go like this, and then I will, this is hard. I don't know what to do. I think I'm actually going to go like this. And I'll explain why in a little bit. So my first tile of the game will be 12. Oh, my favorite tile! I love this tile. You get the double green, the double blue, and everything is happy. Everyone's happy with this tile. It's just the most happy tile in this whole deck. Sad it came out so soon, but I love it, so I'm going to put it right there and plop this guy down right there. Look at him. He's now in control of this park. If I were to add another guy to the park later, it wouldn't score. You only score once per region. So maybe move him off later onto a plaza, which is my my goal really is to get these plazas filled up with people. But right now, this guy is scoring me 4 points for the park and then 4 more points for the water. So that's an 8-point guy at the moment. And that could be changed in a second anyway. All right, what do I got now? Okay, a 5 with the park right here, adjacent water. Oh, this is just too good to be true. I'm gonna get a high scoring game. I already know it. So because I put this 5 down, I'm actually going to put this guy in here so I can later move him on there, move this guy onto there. It's a good plan for me for the cafe because look, it's overlooking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of park and water already. Really good. Okay, so now I got a 15. All right, not so lucky anymore. My luck was bound to run out because that's how it goes. So where to put this? Where do I want to start building? I'm going to say down here. Just let that be. Maybe I can get a big yellow region going on later. Oh, I got another really good one. Oh, I can't even believe my luck right now. This is like so good. Where should I go? You know what? I think I'm actually going to go down here. Why am I placing it in this funny orientation? Well, because this cafe I really want to be a part of. So maybe I come over here and lock in. Oh, and then it's out of the camera view. So good, in fact, it's out of the camera view. I'm going to slide this over, slide it over. All right, so I'm actually going to put it over here. I'll put it there. Oh, there's so many good spots. I just want it to go everywhere. I know I definitely want somebody on this cafe. So I'm actually going to plop that guy there in hopes of moving him onto that cafe in a future turn. All right, 22. I just don't know what to do with these tiles. Well, this is going to have a guy, so maybe I'll come down here and put this. So right now, if I do this, I'm locking in my 4x4 grid. Notice how I already have 4 this way. I can't add one to either side now. I can add one to the top or bottom, but this is my 4 right here. If I put this here, that will lock in the remainder of what I've got to do. I don't think I'm ready to do that yet because I don't know what's in this deck. I mean, I do know what's in the deck, but I don't know how it's going to come out and reveal itself. So I kind of want to leave myself a little bit open. So I think I'm actually going to come over here and do this. And then I'm not going to place anybody on that tile, so it gives me an opportunity to move this guy here. Okay, the next one is a double green and a double yellow. That's tricky. So this is looking good if I do this. If I were to put a guy on the green, that's already scoring me 5 points. Yeah, I think I will do that and then go right there. All right, what do I got? An 8. I don't like these tiles that are 4 individual slots like that. Red and green, they kind of go together. The red likes the green, but the green really doesn't like the red. So it just kind of like it muddles up my plans, you know? So I think, let's see, if I go like this and I get that guy. Oh dear. Well, I kind of, maybe I'll come down here. So this is actually going to lock me in place. Now, if I can get more yellows down here, I can get a big yellow region, which would be really nice. I'm not going to place anything on this tile right now, but I will move this guy onto there to finally get that guy scoring. All right, next is this is bad. This is a bad tile. Bad tile. So it is yellows in the corners and green and blue in the corner. I don't love this tile. It's a throwaway for me. So I think I'm just gonna put it off in the corner here where it's useless. I don't like that. You always gotta have a little wiggle room for these terrible tiles that come out. Ooh, a double yellow with a double blue. So I think if if I do this, I think, I'll put it here. It gives me the viewpoint for the cafe, but it really cuts off my park here. I have 3 guys left to place, so it's like, well, is 5 points really going to be enough for this park for me? It's usually not the best score that I could get. So I actually will move this onto here, and maybe I can move that onto there later. I only got 4 more tiles to place, and 3 of them have to place guys, so I really need some good tiles. Ooh, 11. All right, that's just going to go in this corner. It gets me lots of points for my yellow region. I'll put that right on there. Okay, 21. Well, where to? Where to? This isn't so bad if I go here. I get to view all the way up. All right, so yeah, here I'm gonna go sightseeing and sit at your cafe and look up and around. No, this is not going according to plan. 19. All right, you're gonna come down here. That gets me a ton of points. So I'm not placing anybody on this tile. I have to move one of these guys. Unfortunately, my plan didn't go accordingly, so I'm gonna have to move this guy back onto there because I can't score for that if I move him out anywhere else. So he'll just have to deal with the 5 points that park brings. It's not so bad, it's just I know I could have done better. Finally, the 16 tile. Well, it gets me 1 point either way for viewing either up or to the side, so I'll just put it there. Oh, I have to put somebody on it though. Ugh. I just failed this game, but okay, so I'll go like this. At least I'll get a few more points by putting him there, and then I could overview up here. So now I'll score. I don't think I did so great, unfortunately. Okay, well, here we go. This is a nice, huge region, so we'll start down here in the yellow. So I count up all of the yellow squares and all of the orthogonally adjacent plazas that are there. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points for that guy. That's pretty good. All right, I can deal with that. So that was 13. This guy, he only gets me 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't get the diagonally water features. So it's only 5. So what did I say? So that would be 18 points. Okay, and then this one here, he overlooks the water and the parks. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So I got a score of 60. That's pretty good. I definitely scored a lot higher in this game. It didn't quite fall into play the way I wanted it to, but I did get this nice yellow region. So I just love this game. I could play it again right now. Like, I love it. It plays super fast. If you know what you're doing, you just go boop, 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 pull it out and, just go for it. And every city is going to turn out differently, and it's just really a nice design. I know people might prefer limes, but I don't know. This is just so much more elegant. The nice tiles are in there, the people, it just all makes sense. And maybe it's because I'm generally pretty good at this game. That could be why I like it. So, well, anyway, hope you had fun. Thanks for coming.